The aim in making this video is to highlight and reflect on the Nearpod lesson that I created, as well as inform of what Nearpod is. Nearpod is an internet tool in which educators can create interactive lessons for the class. These lessons can be student-led, teacher-led, or both. The Nearpod lesson that I created teaches on the 3rd grade math standard, MGSE 3 OA6, which states, understand division as an unknown factor problem. For example, find 32 divided by 8 by finding the number that makes 32 when multiplied by 8. The ITES standard that is addressed through this lesson is 1.1c, Empowered Learner, which states that students use technology to seek feedback that informs and improves their practice and to demonstrate their learning in a variety of ways. The student goals for this lesson are: I can find the missing factor of a number when given the product in the second factor, and I can use my knowledge of multiplication and division facts to solve for unknown numbers in any given equation. In enacting this lesson, I would want the students to be in control of their learning. Students would be learning the content on their own, and I will be there for clarification as well as to answer questions. But with this lesson, it should be predominantly student-led. The only control that I have over this lesson is that I set it up to where students cannot skip pages or activities without completing the one prior. The opening activity of this lesson is a matching game for prior knowledge that needs to be activated for the current lesson. Students already know how to multiply numbers through 10, and some students know even more than that. So for the activating strategy, I have my students matching up multiplication equations to their correct answer. Many of my students love learning new multiplication facts. They find them fun to solve, so showing them that they can use multiplication to solve division problems will be a very engaging topic for them to learn. The interactive activities that I included in the lesson are the matching game, the Shark YouTube video, the class discussion board, and the Time to Climb game. These activities will help students learn the content because they are engaging and they are made based upon the interests of most of my class. The Shark video worked perfectly because Shark Week is a big topic amongst the students. Individual discussions and the basketball theme of the Time to Climb provides the students who do not normally pay attention to lessons an opportunity to find interest in them. I included multiple formative assessments throughout the activity. These include the activating strategy, the question to reflect on student learning of the video, and the class discussion board. The one summative assessment that I included was the Time to Climb. I feel as if there are enough questions included in that game that it could be suited for a post-test. And here is the basketball theme of the Time to Climb. Accessibility is an integral aspect of this lesson. It was in my best efforts to include many ways for students to show their answers as opposed to only allowing them to type their answers, which minimizes their creative ability. Each page has an audio recording of my voice explaining the expectations for the students.
This activity is a whole group class
who have a difficult time reading or who may have visual impairment. Students can also explain their answers through drawing, attaching photos, videos, or voice recordings, explaining their answer. This is also especially helpful for students who are not fully comfortable with computer keyboards. I also included the YouTube video. And in this YouTube video, this is for students who are very visual learners. However, I think that all students can benefit from hearing someone else teach concepts along with their own teacher. I concluded the lesson by having the students play a Time to Climb game in place of a formal assessment. And after that was completed, I attached a poll for students to give feedback on their understanding of the content. This feedback allows for me as a teacher to properly plan some next steps and gauge future activities off of it if my students have a good understanding of this content. In planning and designing this lesson using Nearpod, I learned better and more inclusive techniques on how easy it is to differentiate online instruction. I also learned how to use Nearpod as well as each different activity attached to it.